Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I am here with a message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This will be a general message, so whatever I see is what I'm going to read. All right. Benevolent ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, those that come to us in and through unconditional love only, please be very welcome in this space. What messages, predictions, and happenings to, for, from, about, and around Aquarius? What are the messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements? The Seven of Cups just fell out. I won't mention it again. I won't mention it again unless it becomes, unless it comes out on the spread or something. Messages to, for, from, about, and around Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. What do they need to know, see, and be aware of from the time they view this video and moving forward? From the time they view this video moving forward. What does Aquarius need to know, see, and be aware of? What are the most important messages for Aquarius, for those that need it the most? All right, let's do one more. One more. We have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I paused. Leo energy. That might be significant. We'll see here. 9 cards for Aquarius. Comfort, confirmation, clarity, whatever they need right now, Spirit. Let's give it to them. Let's give it to them. Messages for Aquarius. Let's see here. I might have to draw off the top. There's not a lot of energy. Or the deck isn't like super expressive right now. Let's see. All right, I will pull up the top. The first card that we have is the Empress. Before I started doing these readings, I saw the number 3. The Empress is the number 3. You might be seeing the number 3 in a significant pattern, whether that's 333, 1313, it doesn't really matter. The number 3 might be incorporated in something. And we have the Tower as the overall energy. This is incredible energy to have, especially connected to whatever this is, because it does feel like very positive energy. Not everybody around you is going to appreciate how your life is about to change, but you definitely will. You will be claiming a new opportunity. You will be victorious in this. We got 3 aces, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Clarifying the Tower, we have the Queen of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the King of Swords. Okay, and we got the Queen of Swords as the hidden energy. That is interesting to me because it seems like there's one person, there's a feminine energy on the outside of some sort of partnership. I don't think you are a part of the partnership, okay? I think you're somehow on the outside of a partnership. That might be relevant for some of you guys. It might not have anything to do with this, but when I see the King and Queen of Swords, it indicates a separated couple, a divorced couple, or people who are highly intelligent, on the same page, want the same things. It's not a strong indication of an emotional relationship, more like a professional relationship or a business partnership of some kind, okay? We start the reading with the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles at the center here. The Ace of Pentacles is the promise of a new beginning, and this beginning is tangible, okay? This is something that you can see, touch, taste, feel, experience. This is something that will be changing your life here in the 3D. Now, because the Tower is the overall energy, that suggests to me that this opportunity is going to change everything. It's going to change your schedule. It's going to change your routines. It's going to change how people see you. It's going to change your environment. It's going to change everything. And now, the Tower is typically an omen of, you know, what was built on faulty ground will not stand, right? So it's like a complete destruction. But in this particular sense, it feels more like a revelation. It feels more like not ground zero or not everything being destroyed. It's almost, I see you almost being airlifted out of your situation and put into a different situation. Like if a hamster, you know, if you had a hamster and you bought a brand new, you know, cage for your hamster that's bigger and better and has so many more amenities and like all of these fun things and treats and toys, it's like you're being picked up from the rinky dink, hamster cage into the grand hamster cage. Your life is about to change in an amazing way. And I think it will be surprising in some aspect, but it'll give you some kind of closure. Like, you'll be able to look at the past versions of you that got you here with appreciation and with gratitude and with love. Because, like I said, they got you here, right? But now the version of you that exists, that's, kind of thriving in this Empress energy here. This is abundance. This is love. This is divine feminine energy. This energy is the energy that's going to be like, it's like the ultimate creatrix energy. Like, you can manifest or create anything that you want to. Like, let's say you have a passion and there's some sort of creative aspect to your passion. You like to draw, you like to sing, you like to act, you like to dance, whatever it is, whatever this thing is. I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to make your talents tangible for the rest of the world in a way that people might say like you were an overnight success, but there is nothing overnight about this. I don't care how many times you've had to start and stop and start and stop. I don't care how many times you've been discouraged and dropped it. I don't care how many times you've given up and came back to it. You have been putting in the work, the effort, the time, the energy, and the faith within yourself to create these opportunities for yourself. Now, I don't have a lot of information about what exactly the opportunity is outside of it being tangible. Like, this could also be a new car. It could be a new job. It could be something that is going to change your life. This is something that will change your life as well as your lifestyle, okay? You might be upgrading into a new level of existence. There are going to be people around you who do not like this version of you, or do not like the fact that all of your dreams are coming true. They're not going to like the fact that you are going to be able to experience new love and new levels of creativity and new levels of abundance and new levels of freedom. Freedom is highlighted here, for real. New levels of freedom. Part of it does feel like it's your choice, but I feel more so this Two of Pentacles as a poster representing a choice is talking about balance and moderation, right? We're talking about there are going to be a lot of moving parts when it comes to, adjusting to this change or this new opportunity, or putting yourself in this new environment or having this new experience, right? There are going to be a lot of moving parts, and you're going to have to learn how to adjust. You're going to have to learn how to maintain your balance so you don't lose the flow, right? And this is not something that you have to actively do. What I want you to do is kind of surrender to the new beginning, surrender to all of the challenges that might be coming up, surrender to it. You don't need to be fighting anybody right now. You don't need to be distracted by any petty nonsense or petty drama, because that's what people will try to do. People will try to distract you with petty nonsense so that it takes away from the excitement and the joy. Have you ever given somebody, like a group of people, good news and they're just like, oh, like, have you ever made a big deal out of something and you wanted people to show up for you and nobody came? Have you ever, it's like that kind of energy. It's like whatever is happening for you is going to completely change the course of your life, the course of your future, right? And there are going to be people around you who are going to try to not share in that excitement because they don't understand how it benefits them. They don't see how it will benefit their life because they don't feel invested in your success enough to actually be happy for you, to actually celebrate. And they also see that this might be something that might take you out of their environment or the environment that you're in. Another example, and these are just examples, guys. I hope you guys don't get too caught up in the examples like, oh, that's not my story. It's just the energy, the essence of what I'm saying. Like, if you grew up in a small town and now you have an opportunity to work, to go do your dream job in a city you've always wanted to live in, like, these people are going to be salty because not only are you getting to live your dreams, you're also reflecting to them that they didn't get to live theirs, that they never got to leave that town and they never got to go to college, or they never got to play this sport. They never got to be a professional at this. They never got to, be creative and do all of these things. They never had that freedom. People who are in a victim mindset are going to try to bring you back down and ground you. You don't need to be grounded right now. I want you to really celebrate this. I want you to live in this energy. I want you to thrive in it. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to fully enjoy this transition, even though it could be challenging for some of you guys trying to get a handle on everything that's moving. I do see, like I said, travel, moving to a new city, moving to a new house. With the World card here, something is definitely coming to a close, but this can also indicate traveling or distance or moving across distances as well. But the World card talks about ultimate success. You've made the right choices. You've handled things the right way. And a lot of times when things feel this good or look this good, it's somewhat hard to accept that you are the reason why these things are happening. And the work that you have done is the reason why these things are happening. I want you to pat yourself on the back. I don't know why I keep coming back to this energy of wanting to encourage you to celebrate this, because I don't want anybody taking away from your shine, and I don't want you to ever feel like an imposter or as if you don't deserve this. Like, you absolutely do. Whatever this change is, you call this into your life, whether it's through your actions, through just being who you are in your lifestyle, through it's being like, or through being creative and expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, not being afraid to be vulnerable and express yourself or show your talents and things like that. You've made sacrifices to get to this point. Don't let anybody tell you any different, okay? All right, let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe I can get a little bit more information about what it might mean. We have the Devil here. Capricorn energy. This is something that you might be obsessive about. This is something that you might have spent a lot of time. Like this might be something paying off for you that other people were like, would you just give that a break? Okay. The thing that immediately comes to mind is Mr. Beast. I watched part of a Diary of a CEO interview with Mr. Beast, okay? And he was talking about, since he was like 12 years old, he said, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to do this. And he just showed up for himself every single day, even when people thought he was crazy, even when his mom was like, you need to do your schoolwork. You need to stop thinking about YouTube. You need to stop making these little silly little videos. It's not going to get you anywhere. You need to focus on school and all this kind of stuff. It's that sort of kind of obsessive energy, being so obsessed with something to the point where there's no choice but for the universe to grant you that. Okay, if you maybe from a young age were like, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be a famous actress. Let's use that for an example. I'm gonna be a famous actor. Okay, I'm gonna be famous, and everything you have ever done, you put yourself in situations like whether it's going to acting classes or being at drama camp or doing whatever, and people used to look at you like you're crazy, or people you went to high school with or something, people you went to college with are like, dang, you got big dreams, and that's probably never gonna happen for you. You know how hard this is. It's talking to me about people trying to remind you or ground you all the time. You know what that was about. You know why you face so much opposition is because you really are destined for success in whatever field this is in. And this is like you're crossing the threshold into a whole new level of opportunity, a whole new level of exposure, and basically you face these challenges so that you can overcome your fear of being successful, because the more that people oppose you, you're building up that kind of thick skin. You still have an open heart, you're still loving and caring and generous in spirit, but you have a thick skin because maybe you've been getting opposition or hearing opposition or experiencing opposition when it comes to you being totally devoted to something for so long that it's like any naysayers, you're just blocking them out. What I will say is that there will be people that you respect that may try to alter your path, that may try to, I'm not going to say distract you or anything like that. This is like future stuff. But don't allow your respect for someone to interfere with what you know is true for you. Take criticism if you feel like it's coming from a place of genuine love and support. And don't be afraid to implement other people's ideas into what you're doing, but don't deviate from your path, because your path is your own and you'll always be there, as long as you stay aligned with what's in your heart. But I just feel like you face so much opposition. We got the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? Just exhausted. You're almost there. You're almost at the point where you're about to cross this threshold where you will be respected and honored for your talents, your abilities, your skills, your gifts, whatever this is. And you've faced so much opposition over the years. Like I said, that was kind of like being in training for the trolls. That was troll training. You've had enough trolls around you in your life, in your family, in your friend group, at your schools, at your job. Whatever environments you've been in, you've experienced enough trolling to where you are now immune to that, right? You don't have to take into consideration other people's opinions who aren't doing what you want to do, who aren't going to move to the level that you're going to move to. Don't ever take advice from people who aren't acting on their dreams. There are so many people who resign themselves to an ordinary life. And Mr. Beast literally was obsessed with his passion, and he literally is number one on YouTube. I don't know of any other bigger YouTuber than him. And I was hearing his name before I ever watched a single video of his, and then my daughter put me on to Beast Games, which is on Prime. I feel like I'm doing a commercial right now for Mr. Beast. I promise I'm not. I just really enjoy some of the content that he makes. And I didn't even know who he was, but I remember hearing his name over and over and over again before I ever saw a video of his. And then realizing, wow, he has been doing this since he was 12 years old, and he just never stopped. He just kept going. And maybe he did not see success at first. There were nobody was watching his videos, you know what I'm saying? But that's part of developing the formula. Your special sauce was being developed over time. The more that you had different experiences and put yourself in and took advantage of different opportunities and things like that. So your secret sauce, whatever you're about to capitalize right now on, whatever is about to materialize from you, is a result of that secret sauce that's been cooking for however long it's been cooking, however long you've been devoted to your craft. I do see some fear here about something not being real, or about something not being what it's being told to you it is. Like, it's like all that glitters isn't gold or something. That's like that's a fear of inadequacy that's kind of coming through a little bit. There's also this fear of feeling as if people aren't genuine, like the people around you aren't genuine, or the person offering you this might be a little bit, shysty or whatever. I don't know where that's really coming from. Trust your discernment on that. If you feel like something is too good to be true, investigate. I won't say that it is. I will say investigate, but I feel like that fear of it's too good to be true is coming from the naysayers, right? Because even if you decide to block out everybody's trolling of you, like for however long people have been telling you can't do what you want to do, you won't be what you want to do, won't be what you want to be, it still kind of gets in there, right? So even if you are able to what's the word? Even if you're able to resist most of it, a little bit of there seeps into your subconscious. And if you're feeling any fear right now surrounding whatever this opportunity is, and you might not even see this coming, right? This might be a huge shock for you. This might be maybe you applied for some job that you felt was way out of your league, and you didn't even expect an interview or a call back, and you went to the interview and you're like, yeah, there's no way they want me. And then you're going to get that call and they're going to be like, we want you. Absolutely. Focus on what it is that you intend. Focus on what it is that you want. Don't let the fear creep in and then take over the show. Don't let the fear dim your shine or dim your light. Once again, if you feel like it's too good to be true, ask questions, do your research. You don't just have to go along to get along just because this is something that you've always wanted. But I do feel like any of those thoughts is just coming from a fearful place. And it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared because the level of expansion that you're about to experience is a little bit overwhelming, because you take a little fish and put them in a huge pond. It's a whole new world, right? You have to ground yourself in that reality. So it will take you a little bit to ground yourself into the new reality that you're about to experience, but you will. So however long it takes you to transition is fine. Don't get too in your head about it. Stay close to what makes you feel authentically you, okay? Let's clarify the Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands here for Aquarius? Something flipped, but it flipped back over. I didn't get to see what it was. Five of Wands for Aquarius. King of Wands. Oh, yeah. This is somebody who marches to the beat of their own drum. This is mature, masculine, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have some of that in your chart. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be that. And we have the Aries energy with the Magician at the bottom of the deck as the King of Wands comes out. This is basically telling me that you are somebody who's always been looked at as other. Somebody who's always been othered. You might have a great friend group. You might have family who love and support you. There might be things in which you like groups and communities in which you fit in, but you have always stood out. It doesn't matter what you do. It comes down to the way that you dress, the music you listen to, the way you wear your hair. You are such an individual. You are so authentically you. You are so passionate about what you want to do. And that causes a lot of drama and a lot of tension, because you're somebody who's just, Aquarius is not known for following the rules and doing what everybody else wants them to do all the time. That's not what Aquarius is known for. Aquarians are known for being independent thinkers, for being philosophical people, for being people who always know that there's something beyond whatever it is that's right in front of their face. People who see the big picture as opposed to getting lost in the little details. You know what I'm saying? So this is a part of you that's just instinctively you. For some reason, this is coming out to me, this right here. as like a headdress or something like that. Now I'm not saying you wear headdresses, but this is just like chief status. I don't know why I was looking at it like that. It's a fan that's behind the person, right? It's a fan, but for some reason I'm seeing it as a headdress or like a crown or something. I'm doing it around my head. You can't see my head, but that's what it's appearing to me as. It's like somebody who's been like, I don't know, just born to stand out. Like this is like your purpose is to just be authentically you. However you express that, your purpose is to be authentically you. So you don't have to stick to the same things that everybody else does. You don't have to go with the grain. You don't have to like swim with the other fish. You can do your own thing, and I feel like you've always been super comfortable in that. But the fact that you're kind of coming out as this King of Wands energy, whether it doesn't matter what body you're in. This is not gender specific. This is just about the energy. This is the coming out as the masculine fire sign is talking to me about being someone who's not afraid to take action towards what they want. This is like the drum major. This is the person who leads the pack. This is the alpha. This is somebody who is not afraid to voice their opinion or to be a leader in general. This is not somebody who's going to shy away from the opportunities that they're being given just because other people, might have things to say about it, or there might be a little bit of drama. We have the Ace of Swords here. Let's clarify this Ace of Swords energy. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ooh, I got a few. Oh, absolutely. Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, talking about analyzing an opportunity. Is this really what I want to invest in? Absolutely, yes. You will be getting clarity and confirmation on something that you want, okay? Whatever this opportunity experience is that's going to change your life, you will be getting confirmation within the next 8 weeks from the time you view this video, okay? 8 of Wands talks about momentum and capitalizing on that. Also with the Page of Pentacles here, you're eager, you're excited to get started. You're so ready. So you may not have even put yourself out there for this opportunity at the time that I'm recording this video. It's May 15th or 14th or something like that. You may not have even put yourself out there for this yet. You may have, I'm not sure. But sometime within 8 weeks of you seeing this video, you're going to get confirmation that what you want to have happen is going to happen. It's an absolute affirmative yes. You will get the confirmation that you need to move forward on this, even if you don't even know what this is yet. All right, Aquarius, this is what I have for you guys. Just be confident, okay? Be fearless. Go in there, own the room, do what you do, and don't be afraid to stand out even in bigger rooms than what you're used to. This is what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll be with you guys next time. Good luck.